Welcome back, everybody, to Turn Order Warped, Season 2, Episode 4. We will be using mature language. Prepare yourself accordingly. Do what you have to do. Earmuffs. Comfort blankets.
Bibles and an exorcist.
We curse.
Yes.
I think I still prefer we curse.
I really do too.
No, but then I have to do hashtag ad.
Oh, you have to do hashtag ad anyway because this is sponsored content.
True. There we go. I'm covered now.
We're completely covered. All right, now let's bastardize this rule set.
You don't necessarily have to use hashtag ad.
It could be hashtag.
As long as you disclose it in some form, which you did at the very beginning of the
Yeah.
course.
Hashtag Morris gives us beer money.
Yes. So, welcome back.
You get beer money? Wax just been sending me pictures of his balls.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
let's face it,
he uses a Snapchat
But
filter.
be
and
honest.
He happened to get puppy ears on his testicles.
Yeah, okay.
But be honest.
They're very smooth. I was
Yeah.
expecting to be a lot more walnut-like.
Yeah. They are
Actually,
impressive.
yeah, me too.
They are
Two
impressive.
eggs.
I mean, I don't know why he's got the googly eyes tattooed on them, but, you know, it takes all sorts.
Oh, no, that's not a tattoo. I just glued the googly eyes on there.
Super glue.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody.
Okay, I just actually imagined that for a second.
Get wrecked, nerd. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Okay, so
Oh, visual imagination, why?
just Google it. Just Google it. Googly eyes.
No,
testicles.
specifically yours, and you know. Not that I'm saying, but it's just, you know, my friends do not have genitals as far as I'm
There
concerned.
you go.
That's
That's
right.
fine. That's fine. I don't even know how to transition out of that.
Firstly,
There's-
please stop thinking about our genitals.
She
So
can't.
Speaking
It's
of
there.
needing medical attention,
Yeah.
This is why I have beer.
So, the injured Nova and Simon have started to head to the sick bay. And as you guys are moving along, you can see that there's a few other areas of the ship that have been damaged. That have some sort of like portable shields that are put up to cover up the holes that were put into the hull. You probably come across like 2 or 3 more on your way to the sick bay. As you round the corner to make it to sick bay, it's not quite as busy as it was when the ship first made it through the tachyon conduit, but there's a good amount of people there that are just kind of getting treated. Doors open and it's just you instantly hear like all the people like rah, 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 all the doctors and whatnot trying to take care of everybody. There's a few wounded people that it took that took some good shots from the debris or from shrapnel or from the actual bug creatures. There's a person that's missing an arm. You can see that they're doing like an emergency stasis on this person. They've been put into stasis, and you can see that they're just like sort of hovering like in this little bubble on one of the med tables. And it doesn't look good. The arm is just kind of severed in a really gross way. Looks like it was bitten off.
got half bitten, half tore off kind of look to it. Nasty.
Yeah. So you guys pop into the sick bay.
Yeah. I can help you if you want, or I can get a doctor.
I would prefer if you did.
Okay, but I'm not very good. Go
But
away.
you already did help me.
I go look for like some like disinfectant stuff, antiseptic stuff, or whatever, and then stuff to close up the wound, a spray or something.
Okay.
I've got like my basic medic training, so I should be
Sure.
at least. Do that.
Go ahead and give me a medicine plus your logic.
Doing a 10.
A 10 on a 3d6.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, use a healing spray. And what did we say on the healing spray? Because we had some rules that were sort of
Oh, yeah, there was
explained
new
a little bit
information.
more. I gotta petition Morris to get everything condensed so that I don't have to like scramble to look for everything.
That's a challenge, yeah, for that. There's so much information.
Yeah, there's a lot. Do you have that healing info anywhere, Zagonicus?
No, I don't.
Was it in the errata?
I think it's in one of them because it's. I think if I recall correctly, all healing, the person can only receive healing from that.
Yeah,
source
from that source
per
once.
day.
Right, I know that. I was just looking to see how much the healing sprays can actually do. Because the way we were doing it in the first season was you just expended one use of the spray and you could do it like in one shot. You could just expend like a bunch of the uses, but I know that we did that a little bit differently. Injury and death. Healing. Maybe it's under injury and death. Regaining health. Emergency healing and first aid. The difficulty of the check is equal to the negative value of the patient's health score, although it is a minimum difficulty of 10. All right, just give me a d6. Just roll me a d6.
Okay. 5.
Oh, okay. So 5 more HP from the healing spray.
Excellent. That caps me off.
Okie doke.
Oh, I thought you were way
And-
lower.
and
than
what-
that.
Oops.
What does
Nope,
it? What does
doesn't.
it look
It doesn't.
like?
Hang on, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah. What does it look like when you're healing her? Like, what does the healing spray do?
You said 5.
Yes.
he did.
That puts my health at 5.
That's super not right.
Yeah, my current health was wrong, so not sure how that happens.
Neither am I.
Well, you're on 6 then, because you had to have at least one.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure you had like a lot more than that.
Well, because you were unconscious, and then we pulled you in from the vacuum, and then we hit you up with the healing business in the the med
So you should be at.
section.
Did you just change it to 6?
So it was 0. So then Zekot said you had to have 1, and he gave me 5, so I put it at 6.
So, but yes, you did just change it to 6.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying. Okay. God damn it. You know, some of the time I can't tell if it's like the character sheet that like gets fucked up or if it's just people.
I
not
remember
keeping track.
recording it, so
Yeah,
I don't
so
know
do
why
I.
it was set to 0.
Yeah, Roll20 does that sometimes. Doesn't save character sheet stuff. Wish there was a save button on the character sheets. Just go click.
Well, I'm worried sometimes that it could be like the way that the variables are set up, and it's like inherent in the way that the sheets are created. 3d6. See, like I see you rolling shit, but I can't tell where the healing rolls were.
Yeah.
Because I know Simon rolled a 2d6 to heal you, right? That's what you roll for the healing. So you
Yeah,
healed
but
her
she
for
went down.
this. Yeah, I
after
remember.
that.
So you healed her for 11. That was correct. So now another 5. You're at 16.
Nice.
Blame Shu? I don't want to blame Shu because I edited the sheets. It could be my dumb ass too.
Okay. Yeah, so you had 16. Is that? Yeah. So
Now
I
I'm full. Yeah.
yeah. So I spray it on the wounds, and it just seeps in, kind of like fizzles a little bit, and like starts like peeling the skin in, and you can see it's that really kind of raw, like just healing wound look to it as it starts to come in. You're
Pink and scabby.
yeah. It'll heal properly over the next few days or weeks, but you should be pretty good now.
Feels better.
You want some water?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. I go away and I get a little paper cup of water for you. Here you go. Just little sips.
Okay. Little sips.
Yeah, because it got you in the neck and it might be sensitive. But
Okay.
with the pinchers.
Do you need any healing?
You can see I've probably got a bait on me somewhere, and I'll psychic healing myself. So I just put my hand on and close my eyes, and you see it just go, and then close up. No, I'm good.
Okay. Maybe we should go back. I am feeling much better.
Do we need to go back? It's really loud.
I mean, it's loud where you are right now. Like the sick bay is like. There's
people screaming and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
there's
fine,
people
but it's
screaming.
not fucking Betty, okay?
It is loud, I know, but it is our duty to do this, so I think we must.
Okay then, but let's just take the long way.
Okay.
You exit out of the sick bay, heading back to the science labs. Dr. Icarus, you and Betty have been trying to gather any materials. There's nothing that's really usable, unfortunately. You've done a series of scans on the different pieces that were left behind from these aliens, and there's nothing that you can sort of seemingly gain from these pieces, more than you've gained already.
Okay. Scan. Dr. Dick Icarus here.
I feel like the communicator would probably go through by now. So here, this scan.
Yes, hello, Scan. How are you?
I am what you would say is fine.
Right, good. I give Betty the thumbs up. Look, I'm doing human things. And he's an android.
Somehow less human than Scan.
Scan, I require some samples from these aliens that took over the ship. I fear that we would need more information were they to attack again. I can find mere chunks, which are not going to be enough.
Once my science officers are finished with them, I will be sure to send them to the lab for processing.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes. Did we get any of the big ones?
I assume you mean the bugs or insectoids that brought in the smaller ones.
Yes, they're like a delivery device. I suggest calling them the Icarus.
Icarus. As in the boy that flew too close to the sun.
Yes, you see, because they exist in space, you see.
That seems odd.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I will put it down in my notes then. Thank you, Scan.
Do you want a cup of tea, Dickie?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I am a doctor.
Yes. And your name's Dick. Dickie.
Doctor? No. Dr. Dick Icarus.
Dick Doc. All right then.
What is your fascination with the phallus?
We do have a fascination with phalluses, thank you very much.
Should we go and get some proper tea? Come on, let's go.
What property?
Yes, well, I definitely did not clean those beakers correctly. I wasn't expecting you to make a brew with them.
All right. Can we get a kettle for the lab?
A kettle?
A kettle for making tea.
What's wrong with the Bunsen burners?
Well, or a teapot or something then, you know. Something to boil water in that doesn't have bubonic plague or wherever that shit was.
How do you sterilize a teapot?
Well, you don't. You just because you already put water in it, innit?
Do you have any idea what kind of science we do?
Well, bubonic plague stuff and, you know, alien stuff, I'm assuming. Also maths and something about thick arses.
Okay, I guess you do. Maybe we could compromise and get a glass teapot that we could heat.
Ooh, fancy! Yeah, I've always wanted one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I will see if I can make some science equipment. Run along, go get some tea.
I thought you were coming too.
I have too much to do.
No, I'll stay out you. It's all right. I've still got this one here. It's cold. Let's put it in the microwave.
I would like to
stick it in the autoclave.
I would like to use a replicator to make some equipment, namely a glass teapot.
I mean, you guys can just go to the replicator, like, down the hall, where
Yeah,
they
but I want to
actually,
make science equipment.
where actually it makes food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can't get a proper cup of tea out of a replicator.
Yeah, come on.
God.
I mean,
Jeez.
Picard did that shit for years and years. I'm
Yeah,
guessing
but
it's
you know,
fine.
Picard, it has no taste buds.
I mean, they've been drinking that stuff for a very long time.
Too.
Was it
Oh, great.
2343 when Picard was going?
He's never had a proper cup of tea.
He's never had a proper cup of tea. That's a lie. He's very cultured. He probably is.
Yeah. Now, he must
I
have just
would
been-
like to make a glass teapot, Wax Stephen.
Go on, let the man make a glass teapot.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to roll my science equipment plus
Sure,
my
have fun.
logic. There we go. It's a teapot right there. Definitely a glass teapot. Would everyone agree that's a glass teapot?
That's a glass teapot, yes.
That's
Definitely,
definitely a glass teapot.
Okay.
Oh, it's back. It's back.
Hey, you guys. So you made a teapot. What would you like to do now?
We're
I
getting punished again. Good job.
would like to
guys.
test it, please.
So tell me how you tested it.
You went a bit manga.
It looks to be a koi fish. Okay, a Japanese.
Oh,
fish.
my bad. Okay, sorry.
I'm trying to be subtle about it. You've just pointed it out now.
Right.
God,
I
you
was
mouse
basically
too
find
hard.
everything.
Okay, you failed. It's not a teapot. It's a giant glass dick.
Betty, hold this.
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
What?
What?
What do you mean you don't mind if you do?
Well, it's a giant dick, innit?
What?
Look at this thing. It's bloody massive.
Stop waving that thing
Well,
in my
look at it.
face!
Yeah, it's got a model on the bottom of it. If you like, it's modeled after a ball.
We call this one the Doctor.
It's got lots of little bumps all over it.
Ooh, knobbly one as well. Well, why?
What on earth is wrong with you? It was a mistake with the replicator. I will try again.
No, I'm having it. That's fine. You make the teapot. I'll look after it. I'll put this somewhere else.
But we need the mass. We need the matter to put...
But
What?
it's.
What on earth are you going to do with that thing?
Do you really want to know?
Well, yes. Why? What on earth kind of use could that possibly have?
It's a giant glass penis. What do you think?
You can't procreate with a bit of glass.
I can bloody well try. Fine, take it.
It does look a little bit like a penis.
Bloody told you so.
Hey, Wack, how you doing, buddy?
Hi.
I rolled a 17 on my making a glass teapot.
Yeah, you make
You
a glass
left us
teapot.
unattended.
Right, tea bags.
Got 'em.
Right. In the teapot.
Wait, you don't put it straight in. You boil the blue. Oh, all right. Anyway, where are we going to boil the water then?
On this Bunsen burner.
But you can't just put the tea in the. You know all these weirdos that boils the water with the tea bags, are you?
What do you mean, weirdo that boil... What?
You're doing it wrong.
How could I possibly be boiling water incorrectly?
Well, no, but you don't put the tea bags in the bloody thing.
You don't?
boil
Then
the
how'd you
water.
get the tea out?
2 hours later.
No, I'm sorry, I cannot work under these circumstances.
You bloody tea heathen!
Yeah, you so I feel like by the time you get back, Simon and Nova, you see like Dr. Icarus like putter out of the science labs, just screaming away at Betty inside.
You tea heathen!
Oh, you see why I want to take the long way around, Nova?
Yes, I do.
So why did you join the military? You seem too nice to join the military.
Oh, I joined. I was trained for this. Yes, I was trained for it, and I do like it.
But why did you decide to train for it?
I didn't really decide.
Oh, I know what you mean. I'm the same.
You too?
Yeah, I didn't want to, but you know, you don't get to decide.
No, you don't. Also, they gave me many languages, but this accent, and it does not fit in. I might do something about this. Nobody else talk like this. It's enforced diversity. I do not like it.
Oh. Yeah, they tried to get me to say sir and stuff.
Oh, well, this is part of my duty. I have to say those things.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
this accent, I do not need it.
I like it. I think it's real nice.
Oh, you do like it? Some of the others, they were given other accents. Southern, United States accent.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I mean,
British.
didn't you grow up in that accent place?
No. No, I was trained for to sounds like this.
Oh, I haven't heard of accent training before.
They do this to make the clones they seem more natural. It is artificial diversity.
Oh, you're a clone?
Yes, I
Oh.
thought that's what you meant
No,
about
no.
you.
Oh no, I thought you just didn't want to do the training and
Oh
your dad made you or something.
no,
Oh, it's okay. Clones are
people too. I know. I have heard this.
Oh, I was gonna
I
say
heard the phrase.
cool or something.
Oh, thank you.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna get some food.
I am hungry too. May I accompany you? Maybe you will bring some back for me.
Sure, if you want.
Thank you. 2 pieces of toast, strawberry jam.
Yeah, I think we definitely got strawberry jam. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
And I like shuffle on down the hall.
So I'm gonna go in, and I imagine I just see Betty and the soldiers in there, right?
I mean, you sort of.
I saw the doctor leave.
Yeah, you saw the doctor
Okay.
leave, and yeah, Betty's inside with the 2 soldiers.
Betty, where does the doctor go?
Do you mean the tea fiend? He buggered off.
Oh,
Do you know he puts the tea bags in the boiling water while he's boiling it? What sort of maniac does that? There's something wrong with him, I swear.
I think he is okay.
Well, you know, you don't know property either then. Bloody maniacs, the lot of you.
So I'm feeling well enough now that I just kind of station myself opposite where the other soldiers are and just be at the ready.
I suppose he's got to get more bug juice or something.
Ah, samples.
Bug juice, yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. So the ship is, for all intents and purposes, pretty quiet. You guys don't hear anything for a few hours. And eventually you'll hear another shipwide communication from Commander Velest, and she says, you hear the familiar chime, ding, ding, ding. Hello, everyone. This is Commander Velest. I am pleased to announce that we have finally made communication with the alien vessel. We are currently looking to meet up with them. We're trying to find a suitable way to do this. Apparently, the gravity that they have to endure is much stronger than our own. The standard Earth's gravity that most of us have become acclimatized to here aboard the ship is far less than what they deal with. We would have some problems in terms of sending over a team of sorts to try and speak with them. As it stands right now, I believe we are looking to have them come aboard the ship and have a tour. If it is possible, I would like anyone that wishes to interact with them, please hold off. We will be having this tour through the ship, and we would appreciate it that everyone sort of keeps their distance for now until they feel comfortable. If they say that they wouldn't mind interacting with the crew or the civilians aboard the ship, then we will be happy to introduce you as the time comes. So for now, we're working on trying to set up a time to meet with them, as it appears that only some of our translated language has been able to be processed properly. Only the basics for now. We're still working on it, and we will check in with the rest of the crew as soon as we know more. This is Commander Velest signing out.
I wonder if they're hot and green.
What? Oh, I'm not
think
there. Shut up.
Well, you know, we've never seen what? Do you two not watch films and things? Hot green aliens, you know? They're all like, "Oh, hello, I'm an alien. I exude pheromones that are super sexy." You know, have you never seen Space Trek 13 with the hot green chicks?
I'm not there either. I'm getting fed. Realized. It's probably the soldiers who at this point
Yeah, I'm just
probably have like earplugs in.
Yeah, so it's just like oh,
Futuristic earplugs where you can tune out a specific person's voice. I'm gonna make that and patent it and make a fucking fortune.
Well, no, every
hot green aliens.
well,
though.
it'd be like every parent across the world would have that, right? Especially for car trips. It would just
Daddy,
be-
Daddy, I'm so hungry.
And
Please
then
feed me.
would I be the one getting sued for their negligence?
Probably, yeah.
told
Probably.
us this was safe to use, but because I didn't listen to my child, they fell into an active volcano.
Just out of curiosity, sir, why would you bring your children near an active volcano?
Wishes and hopes. Wishes.
Yeah. Okay.
I probably get back around about then with
Something,
with the
something
food.
hot green aliens.
I got a couple of plates. Here you go, Nova. I'll hand you
Oh.
toast with strawberry jam.
I just kind of look from one of you to the other, and I'm just like, right.
Yeah, I imagine Betty always sees things that are not maybe there.
Toast, is it? Oh, right. We're gonna go for a bunch of flowers wherever Potion wrote.
I
Thank you
don't.
very much for this, and I think you just see me like pretty rapidly shoveling this toast in.
I don't think flowers are good to eat, Betty.
Well, now, I mean, there's good to eat, and then there's good to eat, and sometimes flowers can make things good to eat, or,
I don't know. I'm
they
just gonna.
smooth the path, as it
I'm just
were.
gonna sit down and eat this.
All right, you do that, it's fine. You'll get it eventually.
I sit down with like a bowl of stew, really chunky.
But it's just there drinking probably non-bubonic plague tea.
That's the name that Betty's given the tea to make herself feel better, by the way.
Probably not got bubonic plague in it.
Betty, where did Dr.
I think he went off to get some bug juice or something, I'm not sure. But I'm in charge of the lab now.
I don't know if that's
Uh,
a good
test in a minute.
idea.
I mean,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
there's other scientists and stuff that have sort of funneled back into the lab, probably, that are just kind of like staring at you like,
It's all right.
wanted a quiet workplace, and you have a damn boring loudmouth in here, just ruining the ambiance.
Oh
So-
my god, you
Dr.
have to play a
Icarus, don't
character like
mind
that
me.
at
there's
some point. You nailed that.
there's probably like the office kind of situation happening. So like Betty says that, and there's like a scientist like right next to her that says like chief, like like chief researcher, like on the fucking like hello, my name is badge, like hello, my name is chief researcher Bill. Just kind of like looks down at you. The camera just like pans and sees him right next to you.
Right. I'm in charge of the bug juice extraction methods. Yes. Definitely. Bug juice extraction.
Do you think they'll...
Excuse me, why are you here exactly?
We're with Dr. Icarus. Him. Special bug division.
And what have you done to the man's alembic?
It's not a lembe, it's a teapot.
And it should be an alembic.
Cup of tea.
No.
All right then. More for me. He'll be back in a minute. You can sort it out with him. It's fine.
Isn't that where he kept the specimens?
Oh. It's only got a bit of a tang to it.
Very well. Okay. So, I feel like some more time passes. Dr. Icarus, what are you about to? What have you been up to?
Why did I leave?
You left to
Pissed
get
off
the
about
fuck
tea.
away from Betty.
Yeah. I guess I'm just sort of going around the ship, seeing if I can see any places where the bugs broke in.
Okay. Give me a. Let's see. It's like I want to combine perception and luck. Do you have?
Isn't that intuition?
It is. Yeah, give me an intuition plus your luck pool. What the hell?
Okay.
It's not the way you're normally supposed to do it, but whatever.
16.
Okay. Peachy's rolling like his good old self again. No high rolls. This is what we like to see. Okay. So, you do find some other samples along the way, and you sort of bag them and put them in. You probably have like a little cup holder area on your chair or something, and you just kind of cram them in there awkwardly. You're just kind of stacking up.
And there's like limbs, like
Yeah.
mandibles hanging
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, like something with like a you got like part of its face or something, and it's just got like an eyeball just kind of staring out.
Well, the guard's on his like tea break, and he just sees me pottering around, and I come back with a little bit on my chin. I come back, and there's an arm there, and there's a leg just wiggling every time I go past him.
Sure. So, yeah, you come past. So in terms of the large bugs, I would say that you find, probably like a bunch of like odd teeth. I feel like probably about like this big, like probably like maybe 4 or 5 inches tall, something like that. And it's got like, they're just kind of like jagged. They don't look very symmetrical at all. They just kind of look almost saw-like, like they sort of look like serrated teeth. Kind of like almost like shark teeth. You know what I mean? Like they're just kind of, there's like a lot of them. Considering the size of this thing, those teeth are pretty small. This thing was basically big enough to hold, like, it's basically the equivalent of a size 1 starship, or a class 1 starship. So those teeth are pretty small for that, and it had just like a bajillion of them.
Bajillion.
So I would say you probably collected like a Ziploc bag full of these teeth just rattling around. You know what I mean? Like one of the gallon bags. You're muted.
I'd probably be making my way back after I've gotten. I've got a chair. I can't carry much stuff with that, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you make it back to the lab, and Scan is inside, and he's talking to Betty. Betty, what are you talking to Scan about?
Or you got a mechanical cock, have you?
No. She's a lech. She's not completely suicidal. Right, Mr. Scan there, sir. Right, how are you? Would you like a cup of tea?
I do not consume tea.
Oh, right, okay.
Thank you for the offer, however.
No worries. Or Dr. Dickie's just out getting some bug bits and juice and guns, to be analysing and things. So we're just holding down the fort here for him while he's away.
Please define gunge.
Biological samples of the bugs.
I have not had a previous definition for this word, gunge. Thank you for
it's a
providing
very,
one.
it's a very contextual word. I mean, in this instance, it's biological samples from a bug. But I mean, gunge could be anything. It could be like, ooh, what am I scraping out from under the toilet seat? It's gunge, Ooh, what's this under the wheel of my chair? It's gunge, It could be anything. It's very gloopy. Yeah.
It's generally any sort of maybe dirty, viscous liquid.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That
it's not
is a
really.
much more-
gunge can be fairly firm as well. You can get firm gunge. It doesn't have to be liquid.
Yeah, but technically, even tar is liquid.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, well, it's even a non-Newtonian liquid, well, solid fluid. That non-Newtonian stuff that goes a lard. It's still gungy, right?
My processors are having a difficult time trying to understand this definition that you are providing me. It doesn't appear to make any sense.
Oh, it makes perfect sense. You got to come out from the right angle, though. That's all.
He turns his body 90 degrees. That doesn't appear to be helping.
They
I mean,
don't.
mentally, not physically, but whatever.
They don't understand things the same way we do, Betty.
I know. But yeah, just basically, if it's sticking to you, it's probably gunge.
I believe I will be processing this information for some time. I will devote a subroutine to it.
That should be quite interesting then. Yeah, all right then. Anyway, so seen any more bugs anywhere? I know that Mr. Brainsplody over here is all like, "Ooh, there's more bugs on the ship," but I don't know if there's any shown up. I mean, nobody's been screaming and yelling, and there haven't been any more explosions and things. You see any more bugs?
Well, Dr. Dick thought they might be invisible or stealth or cloaked or something.
Oh yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the parts that we have brought for the research lab to look over. Doctor? 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 Doctor?
What's
Doctor.
happening?
Doctor.
But
Thank you
there's-
for
I
the
think-
assistance with this.
I think there's still bugs on the ship.
I am trying to understand your meaning. Do you believe that there are live bugs still on this ship?
They're sneaky, They're big and sneaky.
Well, I asked.
They would have inside somebody's nose, like in Alien Surrection. No, wait, no, oh no, there was the Alien film. You know the one where you've seen it, right? The one where the alien lays the egg out the man's nose and then it pops out of his head when they were all having dinner. Blood everywhere.
I asked the ghost, and he said there was still bugs on the ship when I asked him. I just asked if there were bugs on the ship. I didn't.
Is this another of your psychic visions and interpretations?
Yeah.
Intriguing. The paranormal has never been able to be quantified or qualified, but I believe many, such as yourself, humans and others that live near potential phenomena of certain varieties, believe that they can see these paranormal activities. Intriguing. And you believe that this ghost, as you called it, told you that bugs are still aboard the ship.
Yeah, they don't lie. So I asked him if there was bugs on the ship, and he said yeah.
Don't ask me. I have no idea what you're on about.
They only tell the truth when they're dead.
I assure you, Simon, that we are staying vigilant regardless of the paranormal recommendations that you have received or not.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to let those other aliens on the ship either.
Unfortunately, it was not the captain's... I'm sorry, the commander's decision.
What?
Why?
The delegation from the various colonies concluded that it would be in our best interests to contact the other colony ships as soon as possible. They believe that these aliens are the best means of doing that.
Oh, sir, have you seen the aliens?
I have.
Are they
What
green?
does they look like?
Are they hot?
Their body temperature is similar to our own.
Oi,
Or your own,
me.
I should say. My body temperature is 12 degrees Celsius.
He
Really?
can
Maybe hell.
he he can't tell you if they're
Wait, I
Tike
know,
or Betty, they don't have
or
feelings.
hang on. Right, let me try this another way. Are they humanoid?
They closely resemble... I'm not sure Boreans have a species that is close to what they look like. But humans would. They look similar to primates.
I look at Simon like, well, would that be hot?
I think they'd be able to do what you'd be looking for, Betty.
What, dance?
Yeah, got legs and stuff.
Ooh, well then.
They're probably really hairy.
Ooh.
Yes, they have much fur. They look similar
Oh, that's
to
bloody disgusting. Ooh, no.
to a creature from Earth, known as a gorilla. Except they are shorter, squatter, wider, and rippling with muscle.
And we are endeavoring to learn their language.
The translators are having a difficult time trying to process their grammar and sentence structure.
I mean, I
They
could.
told you how many of them there are, how many planets they control.
We have only been able to contact them briefly. We've understood some of their words, and it appears that they are not hostile.
And they were being pursued by these attackers.
Yes.
I could talk to them. I wouldn't know what they're saying, but I think I could get an idea of if they're happy or angry, maybe.
How can you do this?
You wouldn't understand.
I assure you
Is it
that
your weird brain stuff again?
Yeah.
Or is this weird brain stuff?
Is this related to Gunge?
Well, brains can be a bit gungy if, you rattle them around enough, so sort of.
Strange. I should devote more processing power to the Gunge.
Might be interesting if you do.
Very well.
Maybe you could figure out the difference between gunge and ooze. I've always been a bit, hazy on that one. They're both gloopy, but they're different.
You've said another word that I don't understand. Is it possible that it's not translated properly? What is this word gloopy?
Oh, well, gloopy's like, right, you know when you're like eating, say, a yogurt or something, and it's quite gloopy. It goes gloop, gloop.
It's
Gloopy's
related-
another word for viscous.
It is related to a sound.
Yeah, it's an onomatopoeic sound. It's a gloop, gloop.
Yes.
Like that.
Onomatopoeia. I
Yeah,
understand onomatopoeia.
right. So gunge is gloopy, and ooze is gloopy, but they're not the same thing.
Can I?
Does
talk to
Gunge
them?
make a sound?
Pardon me? This hardly seems important right now.
You are correct. This is not important. I've devoted way too much processing power to this topic. I will cut back. Thank you for the notification, Private Nova.
Certainement. May we perhaps have more information soon on what this council? You say the council is making these decisions now? These politicians?
I am not at liberty to talk much about it, but the topics that I am allowed to discuss are that the council has decided that as the communications went out, they are most interested in contacting the other colony ships immediately That is the top priority. And they believe that communication with the aliens will lead us to the other colony ships as quickly as possible.
Or we let them on and they kill everybody.
Aye.
There
I mean,
is
I think
definitely
it's
a danger in bringing unknown aliens aboard the ship, especially after witnessing what we did with the insectoid-like aliens from earlier. But regardless, this is the choice that we have made. Everyone must prepare accordingly.
They do not seem hostile, and they were transported through the transporter. Then any foreign, dangerous bacteria and viruses, they would have been removed. I do not see this problem.
I learned about
There's no transporters aboard the ship, just an FYI.
Oh, so they actually
There's
had to, like,
yeah.
physically...
There's a shuttle that has to fly. Ship has several shuttles.
Okay, so that's scary.
I think it's a bad idea. You can't tell from people's faces or words. You know?
Simon, he is right about this.
We will have personnel on standby,
We should turn our mic on.
military as well, to make sure that in the event of a dangerous situation, it will be handled properly, with as minimal violence as possible.
Okay, well, I guess Doctor here, Icarus, he will keep researching, and maybe we will know something more soon. But I would reiterate that Simon, he have real experience here with this psionics, and I think what he saw, he was very convinced.
And he's good at blowing things up with his brain as well. Just in case, you know. If they do turn nasty, you can just pop them like eggs.
Yeah, the bugs don't like psychic stuff very much.
Right.
Perhaps the frequency that your psionic vibrations operate on interferes with something in the bug, the insectoid's body. Intriguing.
Not being a lab rat.
I did not call you a vermin.
Fine.
Very well. I believe that all of the... And he just kind of looks at you, Betty. Gunge has been delivered.
Oh, lovely.
I will take my leave
You
now.
don't want a cup of tea? It's not Gungy, I promise.
Simon, if you wish to join me, I will be heading to the command deck. Perhaps you can stay in range to determine if the aliens are hostile, as they say they are not.
I kind of like glance around at the others. Only if they can come too.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to meet some aliens. And I used to be a police officer, so...
Maybe not Betty.
What?
Maybe she can stay.
I feel like at this time, Dr. Icarus probably like... Like comes
Right.
in, you'd see all these like body parts like flopping around.
Ooh, bloody hell, you hit the mother load, didn't you?
What?
Hello,
The
Doctor.
mother?
Mother load. You got
Ah,
a shit load of
Scan.
it, didn't you? Yeah.
What an amazing day, isn't it?
I see you have collected I see you have collected gunge. Is it gloopy? He looks at Betty.
We've been explaining the difference between gloopy and you know, gunge and yeah. Ooh,
If I'm gloopy,
you know, viscous. You know when you got a yogurt and it goes gloop gloop.
right, so what? Viscous is a
Yeah.
perfectly good one.
So Scan takes a second and he just like plays back like the sound of like a spoon entering yogurt, like you know, like a.
Are your sensors, your circuits functioning as normal, Scan?
I do not think so.
Oh, bugger, I've broken him, have I?
Have you been speaking to Betty?
Yes, I have.
I would possibly maybe delete 90% of what was said. Should
You know the
help
bit
you.
about me helping out with the meeting the aliens. You don't want to forget that bit. Oh,
My
no.
processors have become bogged down since I have started talking with Betty.
Yeah,
Well,
it happens to
if we ever
everybody.
come up against a rogue android, we know exactly who to call for, then, don't we? Right.
I would assume maybe the Navy.
Hey, scan. This statement is false.
Well, this is going on since Nopa is healed and nothing is seeming urgent. We have data pads, I assume, right?
Yeah, you probably have the standard like regular old data pads, I'd say.
You'll see me over with my data
Well,
pad.
actually, no. If you guys didn't fucking afford that, no, you don't have any fucking data pads. Fuck that shit.
I figured they were standard issue.
No, fuck that. And Fuzzy, you didn't even put in your credits at all, so I wrote you a little message
I
in there.
didn't have any credits.
Okay.
I literally spent
Is there
everything
a,
Okay.
on
Is there
yeah.
a computer
On
in here that I would
salami.
be able to easily access?
There's a
That would
computer
have-
in here.
Like interwebs of some kind?
What are you trying to do?
I would like to be discovered sitting by myself saying that, trying to work out my THs.
Okay.
Character arc. I learn TH.
Yeah, totally.
Next, you'll remember to pronounce the A.
I feel like there's better times to do that.
I mean,
There,
they've just been
look
talking
at
about
what you guys are talking about. Come on, Wack.
Yeah.
Give me some
Excuse
slack
me.
here, man.
We're discussing, you know,
tea bags.
Hey, listen, I didn't want to
Versus
steer the
guns.
conversation there at all, like zero. But we ended up there, so I'm trying to not do that stuff. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Yeah, you don't have a data pad, so I mean that could be something that you practice maybe when you go to bed or something.
Giggity.
Yes, Scan. So we have seen, or at least there has been reported of seeing two different types. Now, these aliens, Scan, are actually the same species, but different breeds, if you will.
Different subspecies.
Yes. I have hypothesized that there could be many different types of them. Even maybe perhaps ones who could be invisible to normal vision.
So there's basically one alien for every job then, right? So if you like
Maybe.
need somebody to sweep the floor, they could like evolve an alien with like broom hands or something. And if they need somebody who could do like mechanics, then they give them like wrench hands or something, right?
But they don't
My
need-
processors are getting bogged down again.
Yes, you
I
should,
should purge
probably
them.
not explode.
Give me a moment to run diagnostics to allow me to purge my processors.
can we go talk to the aliens now?
We think we should go talk to the aliens. Yes, I'll come.
Talk to them. They're in
No,
pieces.
no, the hairy ones, not the buggy ones. There's some hairy ones.
More aliens?
Yeah.
Are they also attacking us so I can,
no, they
without
want-
any
they want-
problems with ethics, take their body parts?
No, they wants to talk. I mean, if they gets nasty, I'm sure Simon here can, poof. But right now they're talking.
Processors
Well,
have been
they-
purged.
How's your linguistics?
Whoa. What in the actual fuck was that? Okay.
Sorry, that was somebody sliding that was Bob sliding a plate onto my desk. I'm sorry.
Okay. Scan looks at you, Dr. Icarus, and says, did you not hear the communication come through from Commander Valest?
No.
Perhaps your hearing aids need to be adjusted, Doctor.
Yeah, maybe. I can hear you fine, though.
Right, I can have it. Right, come here. Let me have a look at those logos.
You touch my face one more time, madam.
We know, madam. Anyway, come on. Look, just give me the. You pop it out there. Let me have a look at it. Just one.
No.
Just,
Please.
Right. Oh, just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to pull some very small screwdrivers out of my thing and just.
What?
Roll me an engineering check. Well, actually, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and make me a maintenance check, plus your logic, Betty.
56. Right.
Good 19. Okay, yeah. You adjust the hearing aid. So I feel like you take off the resistor that like limits the volume on that thing.
I'll probably just damp down the sort of background noise a bit so it actually picks up, vocal sounds a bit more and but also everything's a little bit louder as well, yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel like it's just way louder.
Out of character, I can hear everything. I just don't pay attention to stuff that's not interesting.
But now you have a hearing aid anyway. There you go.
You're muted. Either that or my hearing aid needs to be.
Your hearing aid's gone as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I grab it and it gets closer, everyone can hear the hearing aid just going.
We're adding a vibrate function just in case. Get rid of the earwax, right? You can turn it off. There's a little switch just there.
Perhaps we should deactivate Betty's speech network.
What?
She appears to be interfering with everyone's processes at the moment.
I think he wants
She
to
does not have a
kill you
network?
or cut out your tongue or something.
I
They like to do that.
Okay, killer android on the loose. That's fine. I'll just be over here.
did not imply such thing.
Bloody murderer.
That's what it sounded like.
I just asked for her processes to be turned off for the moment.
That is not possible with a human without severely injuring the brain.
Well, it's good thing I'm not bloody human then, but you didn't work with Boreans either.
Jabrain who?
The
Right, come here a
brain-
second.
The brain.
Right, better innit? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Going
Right
to
there.
do another one of those.
Just tosses the hearing aid. It's just like blasting reverberation. So yeah, Scan says, please, Simon and anyone else that would like to come to the command deck.
Me.
Perhaps there is some maintenance work for you to do, Betty.
No, I want to see the aliens.
I
it
am
off,
well
boy.
enough
I'm
now
off duty.
to,
Chief Van Zant, this is Lieutenant Scan. I am contacting you on the behalf of one of your maintenance personnel that goes by the name of Betty. Bahoop? Yeah, I know who she is. What can I do for you, sir? Yes. I was curious. Is there any maintenance that she needs to do right now?
It's knocking off time. You can't make me work overtime. I never signed up for that.
Well, I had basically I sent her up to the sick bay area just because I thought it was a good place for her. You know, there's a lot of stuff that needs repair over there. I mean, there's plenty of maintenance for her to do up there. You know, far away from the engineering section is my point. You know, maybe towards the forward areas of the ship, you know? Are you sure? I believe that the rear of the ship requires as much maintenance as the forward areas. I'm positive. I think she needs to be up front, sir. Very well. I will remember this, Chief Van Zant. Sir?
Scan will remember this.
And, very well. Shall we leave?
Right then.
You head off, and that's where we're going to take our next break. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned for some more Turner Warped Season 2, Episode number 4. We'll be right back.